welcome to my channel. My name is Wes and this is Ordinary Wes, and today I'm going to be showing you how I changed this mirror into a vintage DIY aesthetic that I got from the Sorry Girls. So this next clip is going to be what I use to DIY this mirror and give it that vintage look. So what you're going to need is some paint brushes, and these little like wooden decorative pieces to go at the ends and like kind of put on the outside of the mirror. The power tools and the screws and all that were just extra things that I used to make it a stand for the mirror to sit on. But other than that, you most likely won't need them if you do decide to try this project out. So this is the first DIY project I've ever did on my own, and when I seen the Sorry Girls make this vintage aesthetic mirror or like restore an old one, I thought it'd be something perfect to do for my first project. And boy, oh boy, did I bite off something like I could barely chew. So I feel like when you watch a lot of these DIYs, they don't necessarily like show you the difficult parts or like their struggles. So throughout this video, I'm going to be telling you the issues I've had with doing this mirror. And as you can see in the video, I am really struggling to understand like how to get some of these pieces out and like properly use the tools. I'm not very handy. So that was definitely one of my main struggles. And another thing I had an issue with was figuring out how to put these two pieces of wood together. Like I could not figure it out for the life of me. And I know it sounds super easy, but for some reason, like it was just not clicking in my head. From the glue to the power tools, it literally took forever, and I wound up cracking a lot of the wood actually, and had to like fill it in with like glue and paint to keep it sturdy. But eventually I kind of figured out what I was doing and got it together. So I literally just went through 37 minutes of drama to realize I was using the drill wrong. I had it on reverse instead of forward. So learn how to use power tools. So at this point of the project, I was kind of feeling myself because I thought, oh, I know how to work this power drill now. But oh boy, was I wrong. So at this moment, this is where I split the piece of wood. And by this time, like I was so frustrated and annoyed, I didn't even care. I literally just broke that piece off that's starting to split, and then later filled it in with glue and paint. So once the wood finishing pieces are secured onto the mirror, I grabbed my hot glue gun and I started making these like detailed like blotches or spots on the mirror just to add some accent pieces. And this is one of the tricks I learned in the Sorry Girl video to kind of make the mirror pop and give it that vintage look. And the last thing to do to the mirror was just screw the frame into the base that I created so it can be a standalone mirror. Oh, look at the mirror. It's starting to come together. I'm not going to lie. At this point, I really didn't like the way it looked, and I was kind of skeptical about how it was going to turn out. But the more I started painting, the more I kind of warmed up to it. So this is my first time really using spray paint, and I definitely did not do that great of a job, as you can tell by my technique, but I definitely think I learned a lot of lessons. So one of the things I did was I guess spraying too close started to create a drip. So I just took a brush and smoothed out the hard edges and applied several different coats. And this is what I ended up with. So overall, there was definitely a learning curve for this DIY project, but I'm really proud of the way the mirror turned out, and I think it looks really cute.